Give it back! You sneaky fox! Blast you! Even the beasts kick you when you're down. I'm finished. What's this place? A well. Water. water. How could it be empty? This? How could it be gone? Why is it all empty? Water's gone. Money's here. The sack's here too. A sandstorm! A sound. What's that screeching? A lion?
I see you, wanderer from the Central Plains. We meet again.
Madam, have we met before?
I remember you. You're the wanderer from the Central Plains. You're a good one, you are. Always keep your promises. Here, you must be thirsty. Drink from the well and rest a while. If you rest well, you'll remember everything.
All right. I am indeed a bit thirsty. Water in the desert is never easy to find. Why are all the trees around here withered? Huh? Where did Madam go?
Yellow sands flow, poplar trees grow, the land of gold will show. Wanderer, the wanderer from the Central Plains.
Are you all right, Madam? Why are you here?
I can't remember. At my age, too many things slip from me. All I know is that I must find the land of gold.
The land of gold?
Yes, yes. A land glittering with gold, where camel bells ring out across the desert.
Hey, Madam! Please, slow down.
The story goes back many years. They say that near the old Jade Gate Pass, there used to be a settlement of Sogdian merchants. The leader of that settlement was the last great merchant of Sogdia. Under her guidance, the settlement thrived, filled with gold, merchants, and camel caravans. She traveled across the desert as the merchant of gold, gathering wealth beyond measure. And in time, people began to call this place the Land of Gold. It seems there are others searching for the Land of Gold as well.
Hey, there's plenty of space here. Why not let us rest here as well?
Well then, I'll speak plainly. We're all searching for gold, aren't we? No one wants another rival. We arrived first, so we took this spot. right, you've got a point. I'll yield for now. But wait! Let's make a pact first. Whoever finds the gold keeps it. Your group is large. You won't try to take my gold, will you?
Don't assume we're all like you. We're not here for the gold. We came to settle a debt. This used to be my ancestor's homeland. Before she passed, she said that when the poplar tree sprouted again in the land of gold, the one who owed her would appear.
Ancestor? Are you the descendant of the merchant of gold, Kang Zhenju? Who owed her a debt?
Not sure. All I know is that this concerns the greatest trade my ancestor ever made, and the debtor was someone from the Central Plains.
Someone from the Central Plains? And this wanderer happens to be from the Central Plains.
Surely you don't think I'm the one who owes the debt?
Judging by your age, you couldn't be the original debtor. But now that you happen to show up here, could you be that person's descendant?
Stop right there. How can you assume that? If you say I'm here to repay a debt, then I may say you're here to stir up trouble. Disrupting others searching. Are you hiding something yourself?
Hey, hey! Who's hiding something? Who? Not me.
Now, calm down. I'm only making assumptions. If you make an assumption, be ready to back it up. Don't accuse others so easily.
What you say makes good sense, Wanderer. In fact, if any of you can help us find the debtor, we're willing to share part of the profits. I can tell you're sharp and quick with words. Since you're from the Central Plains, maybe you see things a bit differently. Why don't we compare notes and share them with the Wanderer here? What do you think, Wanderer?
Good! Then it's settled.
Making promises on my behalf, are you? Very well. I'll give it a try.
The story of the land of gold. I know they say countless gold once flowed across the skies here. Are you searching for gold as well? You'll find it, Wanderer.
I also heard that the merchant of gold had a golden peach capable of creating gold. What a treasure that would be. If I could get it, my brothers and I would live far better lives. Ah, Wanderer, forgive me for earlier. It is truly troublesome to search for gold in the sand. But aren't we Sogdians always windblown, seeking gold in the sands? At least for you from the Central Plains, you can find a place to rest when tired.
My clan has few records about my ancestor. But when it comes to running a business, it was mostly gold or silver. Since she named this place the Land of Gold, she must have been skilled in trading gold. My ancestor planted the first poplar tree here, and afterward, the caravans used the poplar as their symbol. In every ledger, there's a marking of a poplar leaf.
The stories are elusive. Perhaps it's best to start with that ledger.
Wanderer, have you discovered anything about my ancestor? It seems my ancestor didn't actually trade gold as I assumed. I was mistaken.
Not necessarily. Grain is as valuable as gold. Kang Zhenju's gold may have referred to grains. I also heard that Kang Zhenju traveled to Chang'an once. That shipment of grain was likely connected to the Tang army. Perhaps she went there under the army's backing. As far as I know, only foreign traders approved by the Tang court could have permission to offer tributes in Chang'an. Could Kang Zhenju have used her grain to exchange for a permit from the Tang army?
As for my ancestor visiting Chang'an, that's only hearsay. Even with the proper permits, it's difficult. Ever since the An Lushan rebellion, the trade route passing through here has been cut off.
A wild goose leaves its cry, a person leaves their name. If this merchant once lived here, there must be other traces of her.
That's right. Let's split up and search around. Perhaps we'll find something.
Chang'an. Chang'an.
The well. It seems to bear an inscription. Built by Kang of Jianzhong. Jianzhong? That seems to be an era name from the early Tang. It's a cup from the Central Plains? A wine cup, perhaps. What's this? A travel permit? But it doesn't mention the female merchant ever entering Chang'an. So, just like we thought, Kang Zhenju's caravan never actually made it to Chang'an.
My ancestor mentioned two trades, one involving grains for the well, and the other, something unusual for a merchant. Neither seems linked to her last wish. By the way, the pass token has no record of her going to Chang'an, but judging from these notes, it seems she did travel there before.
Maybe your ancestor went there alone?
Are you saying she went to Chang'an in disguise? That's why no record exists on the pass token? From the Jade Gate Pass to Chang'an? It's at least 10,000 li, and there are Bo Chunpo ambushing travelers along the way. What could the Tang army have wanted her to do in Chang'an?
Many years ago, I heard from someone in the Central Plains. The Tang army on the border once sent a messenger to Chang'an to request reinforcements and bring news to He Shi. The news shocked all of Chang'an. Yet that messenger returned with no help. Surrounded by enemies, Tang could spare no troops to defend He Shi. Don't you think He Shi is like us Sogdians? We are merchants in exile, and He Shi is a land in exile. But the people of He Shi are more fortunate than we are. They still have their land while we lost our homeland long ago.
So, apart from fulfilling my ancestors' last wish, I also want to see the land of gold she worked so hard to build.
As you can see, the land of gold no longer exists. Only withered poplar trees remain. No treasures, no gold.
Perhaps there's still hope. In fact, we've already found something she left behind.
What does it say?
Let's read it together. Maybe she left some clues behind.
I knew it! The land of gold is no mere tale. Kang Zhenzu's legacy must still be here. Your ancestor didn't pass down the wealth to you?
She only left a little gold and silver to the clan. As for the rest, no one knows where she hid it. She left home later. Perhaps she took it with her.
The poplar tree over there.
Poplar tree?
What about it? Ah, the last wish. It said when the poplar tree sprouted. And here, only this tree is growing. Maybe it has something to do with my ancestor.
Is that? Wait, there's a piece of paper here. I'll take this to them.
Are you saying the general left my ancestor a list of survivors receiving compensation? Let me see. It's true. And all the names on this list, they've been crossed out.
What do you mean?
Back then, after leaving Poplar Bazaar, she quickly left the caravan as well. She also took most of the wealth she gathered over the years. The clan thought that she only hid the wealth somewhere because of the war. Now that I think about it, perhaps this list is where her wealth went.
Are you saying your ancestor may have traveled to all the places listed here? Central Plains, Jiangnan, the Northern Desert, Jingchu? How many years would it take to reach them all?
Not sure. But according to the elders of the clan, she returned at the age of 70. And since the list was found here, it confirms she did come back.
This merchant of gold was surely a woman of great resolve. She journeyed across the Great Tong for these people, spreading all her wealth.
Wait, the last name on the list. It hasn't been crossed out.
You mean the name of the general?
When Kang Zhenju left this place, the general hadn't passed away yet, and the loan slip on this list was in his name. So when she returned here, she must have intended to ask him to repay the debt.
Kang Zhenju's last wish was to ask the general to repay her debt?
That's right. She meant to ask him for the debt. But Kang Zhenju passed so many years ago. There's no way the general could repay it now, is there?
My ancestor used to dig wells here with the Tang army. Merchants traveling through the desert need water most of all. She also said she would seek the debtor when the poplar tree sprouted. And a poplar tree needs water to grow. If the general wanted to repay his debt after his death, could the wealth have been hidden inside the well? The poplar tree has sprouted. Surely that means the well has changed, and the clue to the treasure has appeared. Wanderer, can you help me count how many wells are in this village?
This well was built just outside the village. It looks like it connects to another well over there.
Its design matches the Kerez well commonly found in the Hesi region.
It stands right at the village entrance. with channels running both inside and outside the village. At first glance, it seems like an ordinary well, but it looks like it's been dry for a long time.
Wait, the soil at the bottom is dark and still a bit damp. This isn't a completely dry well after all. The soil around this well feels somewhat damp. The wells closer to the upstream usually have more moisture.
Does that mean all these wells are connected by a canal? Does that mean all these wells are connected by a canal?
That's strange. The canal has been blocked for a long time. It's not supposed to be wet. The poplar tree has sprouted and the well is wet. Could someone have reached here before us? If my guess is correct, these wells are connected to Jade Gate Pass and Karez. There must be a water canal linking to Annecy. The canal used to be blocked, and the trees had withered. But the number of wells doesn't add up. There should be one more well along this canal, the very first one. And that well should be right under the first poplar tree.
Oh, right. I remember now. There. Right there.
Hey, madam! That's strange. Where did she go? Hold on. By that well.
Why are you running off so quickly, Wanderer? We can barely keep up.
It's Madam.
Madam? I don't see any madam.
The one who came with me.
Haven't you been here all alone? Huh? What is that you're holding? I see now. The Tong army drew a water map of Anxi using these wells. The water canals beneath the trees also served as trade routes. Clearing these canals allows the waters of the Karez well to flow everywhere. They connected the 4 garrisons of Anxi and reached all the way to Tong in the distance. That merchant, he used this network of canals to build a trade network across the desert. The canals themselves were the real gold. Now that the poplar tree has sprouted, it seems the water is flowing once again.
So my ancestor wasn't waiting for the debt, but the moment the Ansi army defeated the Po Chen Po, cleared the canals, and the land of gold reappeared. Wanderer, please, help us clear this dried up well.
The land of gold.
So this is the homeland my ancestor longed for all her life. A whole forest of poplar trees. Maybe when she left that last wish, she meant for us to keep building this land of gold. She left home with only that list, just before her death. She was already senile, barely remembering people or places. We thought she left just so we wouldn't be sad, but thinking back, she was always the same merchant of gold. Her resolve never changed. All along, she just wanted to return to this place. Just as gold never loses its shine, one's homeland never fades. My ancestor's memory never dimmed. But I never found her remains.
Actually,
Huh? Wanderer, did you find any clues about my ancestor? Where is she?
No. But I think there's a chance she's been here all along.
What are you standing there for, Calming Law? Want to team up again? The water map left by the Tong army. I'm sure it's still workable even after 100 years.
You already came up with a plan that quickly?
Of course! We Sogdians never lie to each other.